Hi, and welcome to the 29th floor. I'm Noah Robichon here with Mark Wilson on Tech Tuesday, and nobody knows yet who really is going to be the presidential candidate in the next election cycle, but we have a pretty good idea, and one of the frontrunners is former Governor Jeb Bush, who recently released a bunch of emails from when he was in office to show transparency, but in the process, he made a big mistake. Mark, can you tell us about what he did wrong?
So he released thousands of emails, and inside those emails you had people's personal email addresses, people's home addresses, and the worst, social security numbers.
You gotta be kidding me. I mean, this is a basic privacy concern, and it raises a big issue about, I think, what's gonna be a huge topic in the next election cycle, which is privacy.
Yeah, I think we're entering a time. Look at how afraid everyone is of Uber or of Facebook, knowing everywhere they go on the internet. You know, aren't you more afraid of a presidential incumbent or someone tracking that same information? I am. And I think that we could, for the first time, see serious backlash. You know, analytics have basically won Obama, 2 elections. By 2012, things were way more advanced. The Democrats, married all of their databases to have, one big, massive, trackable list of people. They could really nail down demographics. They could nail down where to do ad buys. And by the end of that campaign, they were doing 66,000 simulations a night to see how election night would go down.
And it's much harder these days to keep secret what your political affiliation is because of social media. That's being tracked. They know, they can look at that sentiment analysis, they can target you on Facebook. Hey, did this person say they liked Hillary or didn't like Hillary? And they can target you based on that with a different message.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if some of these algorithms are getting to the point where they might know who the undecideds are going to vote for better than the undecideds do. And that's a really freaky time to live in, right? So the election could almost be decided, in a sense, far before anyone cast the ballot. And that's really, really strange.
Yeah, that is, and undecideds often tip the balance, right, in terms of who actually wins, and those people are the people who I think have the most at stake when it comes to their privacy potentially being invaded in a very interesting way that they will not even realize, right? They may not even know how that data is being gathered on them, and indeed we still, this is an interesting area where the actual policies of the government have not caught up with the technology that's available for the government to now use as politicians to figure out how you're gonna vote or what you're in favor of. Dude. All right, are we getting too carried away wearing a tinfoil hat, or is this gonna be a serious issue? We wanna hear from you. What role is privacy gonna play in the next presidential election cycle? Tweet us at Fast Company, #29th floor. Let us know what you think. Thanks, and we'll see you next week.